The first check was $4,830. Now, like I said before, if I got through the first 2 weeks of training, then the company would get me the equipment and I would move on to earn $45 an hour. But that didn't happen. I got through the first week of training and got paid. Then the second week of training, I only got halfway through, and my supervisor asked me to buy the equipment with my own money. That was not part of the arrangement. So I did what I could, and I set aside a certain amount of money that I felt like if I lost it, I wouldn't be too damaged. So I went ahead and I sent what I could because the supervisor said they would work with me, and they would see what they could do. And but basically, I had to purchase the equipment, which I already have. I already have a desk at home. I already have a laptop. I already have a 4-in-1 printer. And I explained it to him that I really didn't need any more, and I definitely don't have any space in my house for any more equipment. And he said, "Yeah, well, you don't have the certain specifications to this equipment. You actually need this equipment." So I went ahead and I sent them $1,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of hard earned money. That might not be a lot of, it's all relative. It might not be a lot of money to you, but for me, it was a lot of money. So I sent them $1,000 and they said a whole bunch of stuff. And I said, no, I'm not interested in paying anymore. And they got crazy. Okay. They started getting rude. The letter in the mail was, I mean, you could probably tell a scam when you can't spell and you have bad grammar. And I kind of gave them a benefit of a doubt because the company is Chinese. So, I mean, and I also looked up their stock numbers to see, how they were doing, but they weren't doing really well. So I didn't expect to have to pay out of pocket and to pay for fake checks. I guess the good things that I got out of this is that I have something visual to keep me going. Like, oh, look, I have these. You've heard of Jim Carrey and how he wrote himself a check for his services, and eventually he was able to make that amount of money. Well, now for my real $1,000, I have these two fake checks for over $6,000 for, and it's just a visual. I guess it's visual motivation. Like, this could be real money in the future. But basically, I got caught up in a fake check scam. So hopefully, you won't endure what I've had to endure. I have a link in the description box below for if this happens to you and what to look out for. It's from consumer.gov, consumer.ftc.gov. So if you get caught up, if you think that you are being played or something, definitely check them out and see how you can report it. I ended up reporting them, not just sitting around and crying and whining. And there is a time and a place to mourn loss. I did lose a lot of money, but I went ahead and I reported them. And so that's the scandal that I was a part of. It was called Sinohydro Group from Beijing. So there goes my dream job. I really liked it because it was mentally stimulating. I was able to do some research. I was able to write. It was great. But again, I spent my own money and I didn't get the equipment, and I was berated for saying no. I was not going to spend any more of my own money because the company said that they were going to pay for the equipment.